Good morning, and welcome back to Mull. And a bit more overcast today. Some heavy rain showers coming through, but still not too bad. If you're new to the group, you'll probably not see me in this sort of attire. Normally, I'm in cycling kit out on the island, but I was acutely aware yesterday when I was out pedaling that I'd been doing that every day just about since lockdown, and I was starting to feel it a little bit. And I thought time for a little layoff. So instead of cycling this morning, I've come out for some active recovery in the form of a nice walk along the coast here. Just been watching a young otter, which is quite nice. And really that leads into today's message from Mull, and that is that nobody knows you better than you. And it follows on quite nicely from yesterday's talk about how that we're all quite unique. We all see the world in a different way. We all feel our bodies in a different way, and we certainly all feel our symptoms in a different way, whether that be in relation to a health condition or perhaps overtraining, overdoing it. And it's really important that we're aware of those early warning signs, and nobody will be better at picking up those signs than you. I guess the one thing that a lot of you do have in common is that you were all referred to healthy options for some form of health condition. And I hope that during your time with us, we've been able to improve that or give you strategies which allow you to make changes to that health condition for the better. But nobody knows that condition better than you. And two people can have the same diagnosis, but feel the symptoms or experience completely different symptoms in different ways. And that's important to realize. So, for example, somebody with arthritic pain may be feeling fever, may be feeling pain in the joints as they start to swell during flare-up periods. That might be related to stress and mental health. So during those times, things may get progressively worse. It may be that they've overdone it in the garden the day before. They may feel reduced range of motion. It may be heavily linked to the weather. Damp, cold days like this morning sometimes don't help with conditions like that. And certainly mental health plays a big role in how we feel certain levels of pain, joint pain. Some days we have good days, some days we have bad days. But as I've said before in the Escape the Pain talk, which is on the website, if you were to have a look at joints on specific days under x-ray, there'd be no real difference. A lot of it's got to do with what's happening upstairs in our head. If someone was suffering with mental health and poor mental health and things had deteriorated a little bit, they may start to feel a bit more sad than normal, a bit more down, a bit more anxious, maybe a bit more irritable. I think a lot of us are feeling like that at the minute. And may find that they're snapping a little bit, maybe with others in the house. And again, that might be an early warning sign that something's quite not tickety-boo, and we need to employ a sort of toolkit to help us recover from that period. And I think the important thing is to talk to others that are close to you. Let them know how you feel. Try not to bottle it up, because if those that are close to you don't realize what's happening, then relationships can start to suffer. And certainly, if you're concerned and worried, please seek medical advice. And that's a real issue at the minute, because we're putting that off at the minute. And you've probably seen in the news quite a bit, there's a real concern that people are not seeking medical help. A&E attendance is down by 50%, and a lot of GPs are not seeing any sort of regular appointments, because people are so worried about the effects of COVID-19 that they're putting it off, and that may lead to a real issue going forward with things like coronary heart disease, mental health, potential stroke, and the list goes on. So please seek help. Don't go to Dr. Google, because it's always the worst outcome scenario you're going to find there, or certainly you're going to keep looking until you find it. And that will just increase levels of anxiety and worry. So please, if you're concerned about a condition that's deteriorating, please speak to somebody, whether it be a friend or one of us. Give me and Katie a call. We might be able to help. Or seek some professional help from your GP or another health professional that you're used to talking to. And if we prepare for these setbacks, now some of these setbacks you'll know they're coming. Yeah, you'll know that they're part of the condition. It might be a cyclical process where now and again things are going to deteriorate, and hopefully you will have a sort of toolkit that you can employ at those times. And it might even be worth starting a little journal, a little diary. So maybe you realize that if this happens, if I start to feel this way, then I know I need to do A, B, and C. And put a plan in place for when things go awry. Because, as I say, it's never an upward trajectory with a lot of health conditions. They tend to come and go and fluctuate depending on what we've been doing, and maybe how we've been training, or activities we've been doing, or how we've been eating. And it's important that we keep remembering that there are ways through this, and we can plan for it. So try to incorporate rest and recovery as part of the process, and look out for those early warning signs, because I say nobody will know them better than you. And if you're going to go and speak to your GP, then have a plan in place. Write down the things that you need to ask, the answers that you need to find. Because quite often, if when we speak to these people, we sometimes get muddled and get a bit lost as to the real things we wanted to find out, and the things that would ease our worry and our concern. So make sure you have things written down that you want to find out. And really that ties in quite well to the request I made yesterday, in terms of if there's certain things that you're finding you're struggling with. That might be range of movement, that might be excessive pain in certain areas, lack of strength, lack of energy, poor aerobic fitness, whatever it is that you think has maybe started to creep in, then please get in touch with myself and Katie, and we will personalize a response for you. I know we're doing a lot of general stuff on WhatsApp, on the website at the minute, but we would really like to get our teeth stuck into specific interventions just aimed at you. And we've done a few yesterday. So I'm hoping that message will just rumble with you over the weekend, and you might think, yep, I could do with a little bit of specific help in this area, and I'm going to ask Rob, or I'm going to ask Katie, and then we can help, hopefully. Please don't be shy. Please don't suffer in silence. Please let us know, and we'll start tailoring some ideas that will help you through. So I'm going to finish there. This is the last one of the week, obviously. The midge are just starting to appear again, but it's been okay this morning. So I will see you on Monday. I'll just give you a little tour around. This is not far from Craigmuir. This is looking out over the Sound of Mull. Down there you have Lismore Lighthouse and Jurett Castle. Beautiful spot. Enjoy your weekend, and I hope the weather picks up a little bit, and I will see you on Monday. Katie will be back later on today with exercise of the day, and we'll have the quote going out as well. And as I say, please get in touch, let us know how we can help, and I'll see you guys. Okay, bye bye, stay safe.